What's up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We are back in the world of Feed the Beast. And we've done a little bit of renovations. I've moved everything from the ugly line over here and made an ugly line over there. Went ahead and made some redstone conduits. Just so you guys know how to make these. They're fairly simple. It's just some of the hardened glass that we made in the previous episode with a little electromingots. And electromingots can be made in a variety of ways. I just put gold and silver into the induction smelter here, and it kind of takes care of it there for you. So we've got a bunch of those running in behind. You'll notice these are blue lit. These are yellow lit. You can change that with just a simple click here. Yellow means it's pulling out. Blue means it's putting in. So definitely want your engines running. And then I've just basically been doing the clockwork shuffle back and forth to try and keep all these running. And it's fun for a little while, but after a while, you get a little dizzy and just, not really what I'm wanting to do. So we're going to go ahead and fix the problem that we're running into. Now, the only other thing that I did while off camera, I'll go ahead and show you guys over here. I ran way out there to the, I guess the northwest or so, and made a way, or found some of these, what do you call them, reeds out in the desert that's way over there, and that kind of got our books set up. We're actually going to need books for two reasons in today's episode. First reason we're going to need books, we need them to make the enchanting table, which is one of the components of the chunk loader that we're going to use. And as I mentioned last time, for those of you guys who are unfamiliar, chunks on Minecraft, a chunk is basically the part of the world that you're standing in. Basically the world is broken into giant squares of, several hundred different cubes each. For like bucket mods, a chunk is usually 16 by 16. I think chunks in actual Minecraft are fairly larger than that, but I could be wrong. It may be 12 by 12 or 16 by 16 for those two. So the device that we're wanting to make is the chunk loader. It requires us to have a ender pearl, which we've got. That's easy to do with the minium stone and iron. Gold, again, what we've got, and then the enchantment table. Enchantment table is just obsidian, which we can use the minium stone to turn 2 raw wood into a single piece of obsidian. A book, which I've already made, and then two diamonds, which we have plenty of over here. There we go. Pull those out. So I've got one book made. We're going to go ahead and make 2 more books, and I'll kind of explain the reasoning behind that now. We have Mystcraft installed on this version of Feed the Beast, and what Mystcraft allows us to do is it allows us to set up books and go to different worlds. And these books have kind of access points. Think of them like teleporters or doors or keys or however you want to think about it. And they allow you to mark places in the world that you want to return to. So for this, since we're going to be running for the time being our lava situation out of right over here, we're going to want one book to be right here. So we're going to take one of these books, and this is a normal book. You saw me just make it. It's 3 pieces of paper and then a piece of leather there. You just simply stand where you want the book to go, and usually you just put the book in the crafting menu, and that makes the linking book. It looks like that recipe may have changed, or it may be broken. Yeah, it looks like it's broken. So I think that's another one of the issues that is going on with the server, or with the mod pack. So I'm simply going to create a linking book right here where I'm standing. Unfortunately, I can't see with any eye if the recipe has changed. I'll verify that in the next episode and make sure that the recipe hasn't changed. But as far as I know, because I've got Mystcraft 1.5 on World War Minecraft and a few other servers, and that's how it's made. So possibly something has changed. There may be an issue. Either way, this is where this book is going to take us. So this is going to be the book we're going to want to take with us to the Nether. So we need to set up 2 stands real quick. And do we have any sticks over here? No, it doesn't look like we do. Alright, so we're going to make 1 stand for here, and we'll make 1 stand for there. Alright, so now we got 2 stands. So since we don't have the current setup, we're just going to leave that book right there for now. And let's go ahead and make our chunk loader. I think I've got everything we need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, book on top, and there we go. There's our enchanting table. Now that we've got the enchanting table, we surround that by this, and I think I'm forgetting what the top thing is. An ender eye. There we go. And we put one of these on top. Bam. Now we've got a chunk loader. All right, so now that we've got this, we need to, and as you can see right over here, this is not functioning. Definitely not working. So we're going to go ahead and we may have to take one of these with us on the off chance we have to use it again. It's kind of like we had to last time. We had to jumpstart the system since the system's technically drained. Because, well, it may not actually, because as soon as we left that area, the chunk's going to unload, and there may be enough lava in that machine to keep it running. I'm not sure. We'll find out here in a second. All right, so we head down here to our nice little room, and then we'll be able to seal it in now. Of course, I don't have enough stuff, so let's dig a little bit more dirt out here, since we won't actually be using this to come back. Here we go. Put you here. Whoops. Alright, we're sealed in. Now nothing can hurt us. Okay, so this is running. We're going to want to put our chunk loader right here. And that should, you can see where it says it's going to keep us in 9 chunks. Now we can set it to square, we can set it to circle, and I can click it to show lasers. And you can actually see roughly what's staying loaded. You can see the little laser beam is kind of going out. If I wanted to see like the actual size, I could come out and kind of see the circle. See it out there? That shows you roughly how big of an area it is. So I think that's actually chicken chunks that does that. I may be wrong by that. I'm not sure. Either way, this should now pump just fine. So we're going to go ahead and drop this here. We're going to need another linking book. Since it's still broken, we're just going to go ahead and destroy this book and make our next linking book. This will bring us back here. We've got our nice little setup here, so we're going to place this down here. Put this book on it. There we go. This will take us back to the overworld, which is putting us right here. We'll put this book down, which we just put there. And now we're back here. And everything is now good. So when we come back over here, this should be filling up. It does look like it is filled, which is absolutely brilliant. So we no longer need any of these engines. Well, we won't once we make some more magmatics. So our goal for this episode is to get a few more magmatics running. Now I also don't need, I don't think that'll work. I know it'll work for here. I don't think that'll work for lava now that I think about it. Actually will. Good, good, good. I didn't think it would. That's a nice little trick I learned from Paul Soares Jr. on how to get rid of water source blocks. I didn't know if it would work for lava, so I'll go ahead and give him a shout out for that, even though he doesn't really need shout outs. All right, so let's go ahead and make some more magmatic engines. We're going to need a lot more Invar ingots. So how many Invars do we have? I know we've got a bunch of nickel. We've got a bunch of iron. I think that's everything. So we're just come over here, put our iron here, put our nickel there, and that'll go ahead and produce. That should be making some Invars, I hope. Is it putting them over here? Damn it, Bobby. I'll have to get another chest set up. Alright, either way, we got 24 Invar ingots. That's going to be enough. So we need to make, let's see, let's say we want to start off with 6 magmatic engines. So with 6 magmatic engines, we're going to need 12. 12 times 4 is 48. So I'm going to need a lot of Invar. 48 ingots for the bottom, and then if I do 6 times the top, 6 times 3 is 18. So we're going to need almost a stack of Invar, which thankfully we seem to be doing fairly well on. Actually, I have another Invar ingot here. 2 more Invars. That's going to put us pretty close to it. So the only thing that's holding us up now is we just simply don't have enough of the ferrous metal that we need. But that's fine. We've got a stack and a bar. That'll get us pretty close. So we're going to start off making, where's iron? So it's 3 on the top. That's 18. I think we're good. I think we're good to make the number that I want to make. So we'll do, yeah, we need 12. So let's do it this way. There we go. That's 12 of those. That leaves me with 16, which should be just enough. All right, so we need 6 pistons and we need 6 of these. So I need some silver ingots. Silver, there we go. And then we need some redstone. There we go, that's 6. And we need pistons. I don't have cobblestone or wood. Pull that out and that out. We need some more cobble. Should have some over here. Yep, cobble's one of the few resources that usually isn't a problem. Okay, there's 6. 6. And then, whoops, that's actually the wrong way. Damn it, Bobby. There's our 6 of those. So now that we've got that, I do believe it is simply just Invar, 6, middle, and then we just need to put Invar on the top. That'll give us 4. And we have just enough. Oh, we only have enough for 5. We were actually 1 ingot shy of 6. That's fine. We will make plenty of that here in a few minutes. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this area out because we're going to be moving our machines over to here. All right. I have liquid still, yes? Yes. Okay, break this. Now the nice thing about this is most of the stuff is already, we've done all the processing that we needed to do. Everything is pretty much done for the most part. Trying to think of how I'm going to do this. Yeah, I know how we're going to do it. Okay. So we need to move this down here, this down here. Okay, this is the powered furnace and the pulverizer. So we'll put pulverizer there, powered furnace. Let's pick up the rest of these little machines here. What do we got? This is the liquid transposer, which we will put here. This is the magma crucible, which we'll put on top. And we'll put the induction furnace right next to it. There we go. All right, and then what we're going to do is take this straight down here. And again, I'm going to have to make myself a nice little house here sooner or later. Because otherwise, this is going to get rather uncomfortable rather quick. Okay, fill that back up. All right, so we've got some liquiducts. We've actually got a fairly decent number of liquiducts. We're going to take the liquiducts and connect it here. Go like that. That's, I think 4, isn't it? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to go 1 more. Technically, we'll need to go 2 more. I'll go ahead and go 2 now. That way we can scale it when we get that other one in here shortly. Okay. Liquiduct. Liquiduct. Whoops. Come on. There we go. Liquiduct. Guess it would help if I actually had the liquiduct selected. There we go. Now, we need to come over here. And this is where we're going to run the redstone conduit. Perfect. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. Come over here real fast. Should have plenty of cabling. It may be a little tight, but if so, we can always make more. It's kind of like that old Doritos commercial back in the day. I think it was when Jay Leno was the spokesman for Doritos, if I recall. So it was a long time ago. It was back in the 90s. Probably before most of you guys were around. And it was always, eat all you want. We'll make more. There we go. Alright, so we're almost done here. Couple little changes. Need to highlight these like this. Need to turn the engines. Okay, engines are turned. There we go. And then we need to select that as an outward option. And what we're going to do is do it like this. Drop that down below. And then we need one stick and one red power torch. There we go. What do we not need? Screw that torch. Okay. And then we just drop this down in the hole. And I believe this will empty it. We may actually have to put... Nope. There we go. Perfect. So now you can see we are draining from up here. I'm a little worried that we're not getting any more from our little pumping station, though. It may have run out of juice during the warm-up time. Let's head over real quick. Yeah, that's what happened. It simply ran out of juice, which makes sense. I mean, that took me good, what, 10 minutes or so? So we'll wind this up. Give it just a little pop. There we go. Now it's good. That should flow into here. Why is it stopped? What's wrong with the little engine here? The little engine that couldn't, apparently. I'm not showing any... Oh, it's broke. That's why. Okay. See the smoke coming off of it? The reason it's broke like that is it produced too much energy for the little thing to run. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. Good news is it shuts off without exploding. So that's nice. And now you can see we've got a fairly steady flow coming in. You can see our little tanks are filling up. And then these are going to just keep flooding into these little machines over here. I do need to add that on top though. And then we need to reconfigure all of these. So the magma crucible, we now want it dropping to the south. We want this to receive from the north. We do not want it spitting anywhere. We'll leave it just like it is. Induction furnace, we're going to leave pretty much alone for now. I will be making a whole new series of chests in the next day or two that we'll dump everything into. And I could even compact this even further in the fact that I could make this basically 2 lines if I wanted to, or even 1 line if I wanted to. Alright, so this is the furnace we want to take from the left. We do not want to spit to the right. We're going to spit out to the top. And then here, you're going to take from the top and you're going to spit right. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. And as you can see, everything is now topping off. We got plenty of stuff. We got plenty of gas. Everything's going outstanding. Perfect. And that's what we're going to use as our setup for now. Eventually we will expand this. It'll get a little bit bigger. We'll add more engines, and eventually I'll switch over to some form of boiler setup or whatnot. Now each of these is going to produce 4 megajoules a tick. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 4 is 20. That's half of what I need for a quarry. So we're going to have to go out, do some more mining, get a big old stack of iron ore, and then come back and hopefully get some more Envar ingots so we can ramp up production a little bit further, because we just don't quite have the power for the quarry yet. But after that, we'll make a quarry. We'll head on into a Mistcraft age and see what trouble we can get into there. Anyways, hopefully you guys are liking this video series. If you do, please slap that like button. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.